3, 2, 1, fire!
Hi guys, hope you're all well. Right, so the new bolts has arrived, which is brilliant. So yeah, this video I'm going to look to literally put the front axle back together. Depending on time, I'm also looking at getting the rear axle out of the car, and we'll start the rear axle. What the idea being is I'm going to build the front axle, move it out of the way, cover it over so it's all nice, neat, tidy, ready to go back in. Take the rear axle out, and then if we've got time, Tank has got a trolley for me to put the chassis of the car on, so then we can take it over to sandblasting, which will be perfect. It also makes a bit more room in this workshop for you. You probably noticed the background of the workshop will change. I'll be honest, it's not my workshop, and it's not really Tank's either. But you don't need to know anything about that. But yes, you will notice that the workshop will start changing around. You know, we've got tractors, we've got farming equipment everywhere, we've got old Bettys and lawn mowers and all sorts, as you can imagine. But I think that's quite a nice touch. It means every day is a different day. You know, some things will stay here and won't move for ages. I don't think the tractors move in a while, but some things will move daily, so that will vary. I just want to shout out to Walter, I think I've got that right, W-Walter or Walter. He sent a message or a comment on my last video, and he noticed that I was doing something wrong, and I thought, perfect, brilliant, thank you for letting me know. So I will also amend that with the washer today when rebuilding the front axle. But yeah, with the new restoration bolt kit in here and things, we can actually start to rebuild the front axle, and depending on time, take the rear axle out, and then obviously get the car on the trolley ready to go over to sandblasting. We have done a few bits on the engine. Typically Tank had a honing tool. We tried to hone in the new Durabonds, and it hasn't worked. It's gone down to the bare metal and it's still not enough, so not a good move. So we're going to take those out, put some more in, which is a pain in the ass, I know, but never mind, we'll get on with it. So yeah, it's probably not going to be a lot to do with the engine today. It'll be more the front axle rebuild, potentially rip out the rear axle and then get the old girl on the trolley. So yeah, we'll crack on.
Into the streets, we're coming out. We never sleep, never get tired. Through urban fields and suburban life. Turn the crowd up now, we'll never back down. Shoot down the skyline, watch it on prime time. Turn up the love now, listen up now. Turn up the love. Who's gonna save the world tonight? Who's gonna bring it back to life? We're gonna make it, you and I. We're gonna save the world tonight. We're far from home, it's for the better. What we dream, it's all that matters. We're on our way, united. Turn the crowd up now, we'll never back down. Shoot down the skyline, watch it on prime time. Turn up the love now, listen up now. Turn up the love. Who's gonna save the world tonight?
Yeah. So basically, we found out that the spring compressors that we had weren't going to fit. Basically, the idea was to compress the springs down, fit them back in, get the lower arm bolted in place, and then release it. But because of the way the cross members are designed, you can't put the spring compressors, but you can't put the spring in place and then release the spring compressors and get them out because of the way it's all going over. So we've got to come up with a way to do that. If anybody knows how to do that or has had experience with that in the past, please let me know. But I think the plan is to build it as much as possible, so I'll start to put the steering rack on it and things like that. But the plan is to basically bolt it to the car when the car is ready, with the lower arms loose, put the springs in, and then use the weight of the car to compress them. So we're going to give that a go. Unless anybody's got any better ideas, let me know. But on the plus side, we did get the rear axle out. There was a lot of faffing, if I'm honest with you, and there was a lot of tank, how do I do this? Tank, how do I do that? But I'll now show you some video clips of trying to do that.
They say the devil's water, it ain't so sweet. You don't have to drink right now, but you can dip your feet every once and a little while.
Six and a half hours later.
So yes, after literally undoing every bolt that I didn't need to, we got the rear axle out. You'll probably see, obviously, in those videos that you've just seen, that 1 minute I'm doing one bolt, next minute I'm doing another bolt, and that's because maybe, I don't know, one was seized, one was rounded off, one wasn't turning, or it was turning the bolt round and I couldn't get hold of the bolt on the other end. So yeah, it was a bit of a faff, but we got there in the end. So it's all apart. And actually, having a look at it, it's not too bad. It should be similar to the front axle. Not a load of parts needed, but a lot of sandblasting, tidying up, cleaning, and preparing to go again. I did have a look when I took the rear wheels off. I did notice that there were no rear brake drums, and there was none of the wheel adjusters, and the clips and the springs, as you can imagine, and so on. But I know I've seen them upstairs, so yeah, I'm going to pop up into storage and I'll put it all together, and that's the sort of thing that I'll be doing. I think in the video, if I have a look, I know it's not there, but yeah, just so I'll be able to add that all on. So the next few episodes now will literally be rebuilding the rear axle, maybe a few videos of the engine, and hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe a video of getting the shell over to the sandblasting. I feel like I'm constantly saying that, but the problem is we're costing. Not many people know, but I've got a young baby who's nearly 1. And she takes priority, obviously. If she needs milk, that's more important than sandblasting. Sorry, that's just the way it is. It might mean that there might be a month between videos and things. Sorry, family life. But yeah, that's the plan. But massive thank you to everybody liking and subscribing, and all your comments and all your help and support. Really appreciate it. I think if you haven't realised now, I don't have much idea of how this works, and I have literally thrown myself in at the deep end. But with Tank and family and friends support, and you guys let me know when I'm going wrong, really appreciate it. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. You know, keep an eye out for the next video, and yeah, really appreciate the help and support. And yeah, see you on the next one. Cheers.